Today, in Minecraft, the mobs appear really upset. What's going on? Enderman doesn't seem as happy or as enjoyable. What could that be? Soon, Enderman speaks out. Welcome to our Mobs vs. Monsters series, where invasive creatures invade Minecraft's ecosystems. Today, we're going to explore Enderman's dream encounter. Well, not dream encounter, nightmare encounter with Huggy Wuggy and a Friday Night Funkin' barrel organ. Before we move on, here's an important thing to remember. Friday Night Funkin' is still in development, and that means it's going to take more time. In development monsters are extremely hard to get rid of, and are too dangerous to confront. So the mobs are too afraid to even come face to face with the new Friday Night Funkin' monsters, which can explain the unknown swarm had fatally attacked and killed all the other mobs except for Spider, who managed to survive. But there is a previous encounter that was much more terrible and was one of the worst monster encounters ever captured in Minecraft. Before both the Nightmare from Five Nights at Freddy's encounter and the Friday Night Fairground encounter, Enderman had a normal dream. One day, just at his own cave near this camp, he was dreaming about everything he liked. His friends, the native Minecraft mobs, and his wishes to bring them back from the dead by designing monster spawn eggs and get them back to life. But then the figures appear. Enderman wakes up from his happy dreams and comes face to face with one of the internet's most popular and formidable creatures, Huggy Wuggy from Poppy Playtime. Even police are wary of this creature, so keep that in mind, fellas. He has been known since 2021, almost 5 years, that he existed. Soon, he invaded Minecraft and began outcompeting native mobs alongside creatures from other stuff, like Friday Night Funkin' and Five Nights at Freddy's, whose invasions and infestations have already caused significant problems for the Minecraft ecosystem. As Enderman begins to look up at Huggy Wuggy, the blue creature starts roaring at him and sinks his fangs into his head. If Enderman didn't have his teleportation abilities, he would have been doomed, but he was successfully able to escape the monster. But Huggy started chasing after him, surprisingly quickly. Enderman started screaming. The monster kept chasing, like a cross between Slender Man and Grover from Sesame Street. Enderman keeps walking, the forest transforming into a lush jungle, which is unfortunately has nothing but stumps of wood and no parrots. All the animals that live here are extinct. The monsters, including Huggy Wuggy, have destroyed them completely. Soon, Enderman comes across a temple in the middle of the jungle. Huggy Wuggy follows him inside. But then the traps come. Arrows are shot, and Huggy Wuggy begins to scream loudly, frightening Enderman, But luckily, the monster soon dies quickly. It seems that everything is right. Enderman soon teleports out of the jungle and underground into the caves, where he can get a break from the hot sun and scorching heat. But he made one massive mistake. He was all alone, not with his friends like Zombie, Ravager, Spider, and Skeleton. And a strange figure began to be heard. It sounded like an organ of some kind. Strangely enough. But it sounded too ominous and loud to be a true organ. But guess what? This really is an organ, and it does exist. But what kind of organ even is this? Is this like some terrible monster organ? No. But don't be fooled. Enderman teleports in the same direction where the sound came from. There, when he teleported, underneath this cave was a massive cavern. In the middle of it was a Dutch barrel organ. But this wasn't the typical organs you see at the Neverlands. It had Friday Night Funkin' themed branding. And suddenly, Boyfriend appeared and started charging at Enderman. He was very angry, and he was clearing his throat to intimidate the Enderman, and so he did. Enderman started screaming. He tried to run away from Boyfriend, but the monster had caught him too late. He hit the Enderman with his mic. His mic, or mic, I should say. Enderman teleports away, but he's badly damaged. Ouch. Boyfriend looks very upset now that he has failed to catch Enderman. He is simply too strong. Enderman soon surrenders. But suddenly, another Friday Night Funkin' creature. Function? It should be Friday Night Funkin'. You silly? Okay. You know better. Also, Friday Night Funkin' is very inappropriate, so don't talk about it too often. Even the name of the project, the Full Badass Game, yeah, it's horrible enough. But let's get back to the story. Another Friday Night Funkin' creature emerges. The barrel organ begins to play, but thankfully it's far away. But this wasn't the monster that Enderman was hoping to get. It may look cute, but it's dangerous. It's Boyfriend's girlfriend. It's a demonic beast, weighing up to 900 pounds, with reports of her standing up to 7 feet tall. Nothing is known too much about this creature since Friday Night Funkin' is still in development, but those characteristics alone already make her formidable. She's not as aggressive as many of the other monsters, but when threatened, she can do incredible damage, inflicting multiple bites and dangerous defensive attacks with her magic superpowers. Enderman soon teleports away, and thankfully, Girlfriend isn't that willing to attack him. But the same cannot be said about her parents, especially her father, Daddy Dearest, a rock star-looking demon, a monster of hell, that terrified Enderman to the bone. He loves to engage in battles, as you can obviously tell from one of the game's songs, Dad Battle. Enderman tries to confront him, but he is simply too strong. He gets hit badly. Enderman weakens as he suffers the strikes. Daddy Dearest bites him on the face, the neck, the arms, the feet, and he even steals his ender pearls. Although Enderman can teleport without ender pearls, it uses a lot of energy. Hey, then how come Enderman just teleport all the way? Okay, maybe it doesn't use a lot of energy, but Enderman gets weakened and he soon falls. Away and away. Before Daddy Dearest delivers one final blow. But before the blow began, and even started, Enderman had suddenly woken up. Right in this cave where he had always been before. Seemingly normal. Well, except that there's less biodiversity now than there was earlier. There used to be chickens, cattle, and sheep, but now there's nothing. Only the 6 remaining mobs are extant. And this is an important warning. Should you really be getting Friday Night Funkin' when it comes out? Perhaps it might be overrated. Because it causes damage to Minecraft's ecosystems. And may interfere with other computer programs that can affect them too. The same goes for Poppy Playtime. Of course, both games are still in development, so there's a good reason to be patient, but what if these games did officially release? Then you definitely do need to be patient. Otherwise, they might become your worst nightmare. Just like with Enderman's tragic tale. Boyfriend killed Spider. Well, not Spider, but he did kill Silverfish. Boyfriend's not a she, it's a he. And he killed Silverfish. He killed Skeleton. And if Spider wasn't there to stop Boyfriend, the other mobs probably would have died too, including Spider himself. All mobs in Minecraft are interconnected, which means they both work together, cooperative, suggesting that even Minecraft mobs benefit from working in groups, rather than being solitary hunters. Despite Endermans, spiders, zombies, ravagers, Skeleton's best attempts to stop the Friday Night Funkin' characters, they're simply too strong. The mobs were no match for them. Given the fact that Friday Night Funkin' is still in development and will probably never be fully released until 2027, meaning that new monsters will always come, and always will, come back, potentially causing more harm than even Five Nights at Freddy's, Poppy Playtime, and other popular series. Sure, Demon Slayer has demon horrors, and Five Nights at Freddy's has killer animatronic bears. Avatar: The Last Airbender has firebending monsters. What else could there be? But those monsters that are skilled at playing music are probably one of the worst ones out there, causing not only environmental harm but also noise pollution, which is probably one of the worst things Minecraft mobs should ever have. What do you think? What other creatures could cause harm and beyond nightmares? And when will Friday Night Funkin' release so that the Minecraft mobs can kill them? Or at least surrender them at least. Don't forget to subscribe for more adventures.